All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar. Vikings 12-2. They are definitely not losers, but we got 5 of them from last night's game. Brought to you by minigrown.com. Use that promo code SKOL. It's the holiday season. Make sure to sign up for their newsletter too, because they're always doing specials. Minigrown, promo code SKOL. Do it. Losers.
Hell of a stocking stuffer. Hope I get some of my stocking this year. Let's start. When we do our losers, sometimes, truly people, players who have bad games, sometimes it's just a player, because the game's so good, that just does one stupid, boneheaded thing. And we have a couple of those tonight. One, Trent Scherfer. Let's start with him. The Bears were punting. I don't know if it was, you weren't here yet, right, when that happened? Mm-mm. Yeah, so it was the second quarter. I just said right before it happened, I said, let's just not rough the punter here. What happens? Trent Scherfer doesn't just rough him. He lowers his shoulder and just lays out Torrey Taylor. One of the most blatant roughing the punter penalties I've ever seen in my life.
He was playing with grit. He was getting after it. He was trying to impress the coaches. He said, Coach, look at it. I'm going to get after this thing, man. Give me some more snaps on offense. And it sounds like he did horrible. I still haven't seen it. The way you described it, he should surely be on this list. So
yeah, no, it was just
hell of a special teamer, though.
Yeah, just a boneheaded move on his part. Let's go to an area that's been boneheaded all year, the old line. Let's start with Garrett Bradbury, our center. The Bears' big D lineman, Gervon Dexter, was not playing, and the Vikings still could not seem to protect the middle of this line.
Yeah, I mean, at some point when we're doing these videos, it's like we just got to just either take them off the list because it's just too easy, or just cement them on the list every week and just start with them, because week in and week out, they're going to be on there. They're such a bad unit, and come playoff time, this is going to be a glaring issue. Right now, we're getting away with it, but man, it's going to be a rude awakening.
Well, great finisher by a great wrestler. It's going to be what potentially caused the Vikings not to have the ending they want this season.
Your mouth.
Well, you point to reason.
I'm not going there.
I mean, we're 12-2 with the shitty line. Blake Brandel, you can see him in the corner. He's another reason. He's another loser from last night, on the ground, rolling around, getting beat. I think he had a couple penalties as well. He's just, he started off good. He's just kind of fallen off a cliff ever since then. And you pointed out a couple weeks ago, maybe, not having Christian Darrisaw next to him has really hurt him. And I think you may be onto something there.
Darrisaw can make us look good. If he was on the show right now, we would look good.
Mm-hmm.
That's how good he looks.
We don't look good. We look gross.
All right. Not bad.
Let's go to another guy who had one of those really boneheaded plays. Ty Chandler in there as the protector on a punt. What does he do? He just lets the guy run right by him and destroy Ryan Wright. I hope Ryan Wright's okay. I never did hear anything about him after the game. But his knee went into his helmet. Very scary looking. He was down for a while.
Yeah, Ryan Wright, I wouldn't be surprised if his leg is 4 inches shorter today than it was, because that thing just got jammed right back at him. I mean, and obviously we're being picky in a great win with Ty Chandler, just misses a block and he makes a list. But It was just weird. He just kind of looked at him and kind of waved at the guy as he went by and murdered our punter. Ty Chandler, man, you're not getting a ton of snaps on offense. When you're out there on special teams, you gotta pull your weight.
Yeah, and if you're a third stringer, you have your kind of specialty role. A punter is, I just may sound rude, just a lot more important to this team than you are. Don't let him get hurt.
Not rude.
Don't let him get hurt. All right. And you did. I mean, hopefully he's okay, but you definitely put his season in jeopardy, allowing him to take a hit like that. This last one, I think, is probably the biggest loser of the night last night. Cam Robinson, our left tackle, had a very, very rough game.
Rough go at it. I missed the first half where it sounded like it was even grosser. But, when we got Bradbury and Brandel having bad games, Cam Robinson has been playing very well. Since we got him, great trade, but he can't slip at all. He's got to be top-notch every game. He's got to make up for some of these guys. So, Cam, man, he'll bounce back next week.
Yeah, he had 3 penalties in the first half. One of those stupid ones where you don't line up on the line right. It took away a really sweet Justin Jefferson move that we're never going to see again because it didn't count, where he did a little shimmy and got some extra yards. It was every time there was a penalty, it was on 74. And I think he also was beat a couple times against the line that, again, was missing some players. So, Cam Robinson, not your best performance.
A lot of times it was on 64, too.
Yeah.
So, it was just on the offensive line as a whole.
So we could have put everybody out there except for Brian O'Neill, who showed toughness coming back from injury multiple times in this game.
Grit. Get your butts over to Minigrown. Use that promo code SKOL. Pop a few gummies on this holiday. Have one of their wonderful cocktails. They're delicious.
Yeah, remember this. It takes about 50 glasses of water to grow the oranges to make 1 glass of orange juice.